All right, guys, this week we are switching it up a little bit here. We actually just got back from shopping and I had a very successful trip.
You did.
Got a little bag from Sephora. It cost me $200. I don't know how that works, but I had to do a little makeup re-up and I got these shorts I'm very excited about. Abercrombie. Thanks to Athena. We did a little damage. But tonight, as you can see, we're in the dark. We are drinking Santa Margarita.
Oh, yeah.
And we are calling this, which will be a new series on the podcast,
Athina and Jackie After Dark.
We need a jingle.
Dramatic sound effect.
So basically, these episodes are going to be fun. They're going to be funny. We'll talk conspiracy theories. We'll talk about crime. And also to switch it up tonight, besides the fact that we are drinking alcohol and it's dark and a little risque, is our sister's shit is going to be about something about us that you don't know. It could be risque. It could be gross. And so instead of us recommending like what we're into, we're just going to tell you guys something about us that might be weird or gross or canceled or whatever. So for me, for 36 years, no joke, I have no idea why I do this. My like fun fact, sister is shit for Jackie, is I sit in the shower. And not only do I sit in the shower, I put it on literally as hot as it could possibly go to the point where I'm scolding myself.
Absolutely.
Which I know that's really bad for my hair, right?
Yeah, I mean, any super dry water, I feel like is any dry water. Goodbye. Any dry water. What? Remember when, like, is water wet was a thing? Okay.
She's drunk.
Okay. Any super hot water, I feel like is very drying to, like, your hair, your body, but...
Yeah.
I mean, we're women. We need to be boiling in the shower. So
yeah.
I totally get it.
So the hot water thing is like it's almost like a ritual for me. And I know that sounds like bananas. Is that a millennial term? I don't know. But it's definitely, it is. Yeah. So I, from a very young age, can remember I would sit in the shower and I don't know where it came from. I know that it gives me a lot of peace. The best ideas for my business happen when I'm sitting in the shower. And like we have a stand-up shower. All my other homes, we had benches. And so like I legit buy benches and like just
That got moldy?
That got moldy, yeah. And so I had to throw it out. But just so you know, like I know you know my shower, there's a ledge and it's like marble. It's not a seat. So what I've come to now, because my chair got mold on it, I haven't gotten another one, is I mean it so hard that I need to sit in the shower that I legit lock the door, open the steam shower, and that little ledge that's like my ass cheeks don't fit on, I sit on it with the steam coming down and the shower door open. That's how much I'm like committed to sitting in the shower.
But don't you get like...
Water everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And Sean walks in and he's like, "You are so fucking weird." And I'm like,
I see, but you also are a bath person and I'm not a bath person. So I feel like you like the combination of sitting and water, you know?
yeah, but I'm not really a hot tub girl.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if I had a hot tub, I'd be sitting in it.
Right.
But
You don't like crave going in a hot tub.
Like our dad and his hot tub thing, like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if I had one in my backyard, I would like make it a ritual, just like I'm doing the shower and the bath. I'm not really a bath girly. I'm more a steam shower sitting girly.
Okay.
There's something about, which I can't do it in my shower here right now, and I will one day. There's something about the hot beating water on my body and me closing my eyes and like the cleansing that goes on. And like, I mean, I'm talking a good cry. It's just, I'm having withdrawals. That's why I'm sitting on the edge of the shower, not even getting the full effect right now.
Are you going to get a new bench?
I have to.
Yeah.
Sean brought me home a bench and then it broke. Actually, before you came when we went to Texas. One other thing, I want to just put this out there, whatever we call this, vision casting, manifesting, just putting the words out there, is Sean and I on the golf cart like a couple weeks ago, we thought of this idea. And so in the Keys on the island, there's a lot of outdoor showers.
Yeah.
So he says to me, our next house, I want to build you a fucking bench out there outside that you get butt ass naked and you can just sit in your shower outside. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
That sounds heavenly.
Like, imagine the stars are there, or like in a rainstorm.
Yeah.
I can't. Like if it was a full moon and rain and like all that, you would literally have to come find me. I'm being outside naked, in the shower.
Well, we've talked about the whole like sitting in the rain situation, and how
which I did that with the kids, and that was
and how calming it is to have water fall on you as you're like in a different dimension of life. So I can imagine.
So that's my weird ass shit about me. So what's yours?
I'm really bad at coming up with things on the go.
Okay,
clearly
that's fine.
So I guess my weird fact, which you inspired me to say, because now I feel like it's not as weird because I keep seeing people talk about it, but I am constantly sniffing Joey. And it is honestly like concerning because it doesn't matter like if it's better after a full day too.
Well, that's like his his smell, pheromones. Yeah.
I don't know, and I want to get that. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like that pheromone roller ball. Have you seen those girls
on TikTok?
Use it? Have you ever used it?
No.
I kind of want to try it because I feel like there's a whole science behind that about the smells. But you guys, literally will go up into like the crevices of like my favorite is like this spot on his chest where it's like hard and like juicy, like it's like a juicy chesticle, and I'll just like go in and literally like bury my face in there.
And is it like a comforting thing, or?
I think it's a comforting thing. So fun fact, which I actually don't know if you knew this about me, but when we were in high school and we were dating, which I don't think I've actually done a full like my dating. We should do our dating stories on here. We've never done that.
Write it down.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that would be easy for us to do.
Yeah,
after dark.
Our next after dark episode.
Yeah,
but. We actually in high school, like my parents were very strict, obviously, with like us dating. So I lied and snuck around a lot, but that's a story for another day. But one thing that we used to do is there's this one deodorant that he would wear, poisonous, aluminum. That he doesn't wear anymore. But it was the Old Spice Bear Claw deodorant, and he would wear that all the time. I mean, I know like giving sweatshirts is like a very common thing people do, but there was just one specific basketball jersey he had that I would sleep with it every night. And it had like, he would wear it and like he would use his deodorant, whatever. And then he would give it to me. And I would literally like, I think just this move, I finally like
connected the dots or something.
No. Like I don't think I got rid of it, but like I think it's still at home in like a big storage bin of like winter clothes. Like I didn't bring it with me
because you have the real thing,
right? But it was like I think I'm a very big smell person. So,
I am 100% a smell person too.
So since we started dating, like literally 6 years ago, I have always been very attracted to like the smells, and it's just crazy because now obviously we're together all the time, so I can sniff him. But I used to literally have like multiple hoodies and shirts that would have his scents on it, and it just gave me life. And it was just, I don't know, it like if I smell that smell, I think I'll get like a wave of nostalgia and I'll like go into another dimension.
So our sense of smell, because of my background with health and wellness and oils and sniffing, there's science behind this, like you said, and it's connected to our limbic system. Our limbic system is the emotional control center of our brain. And it's the only sense that's connected to that. So touch, like all our other senses, are not. And that's why when you smell like an onion cooking, you instantly can like think of your cooking this like meal, and it like brings you back. Your sense of smell is one of the number one things that are free that you can use to calm your nervous system. Yeah. And so it's science and it's amazing. And fun fact, one more for me is Sean, who is obsessed with me, had me wear his shirt last night, and then he's going to sleep with it tonight or wear it because he's like, yeah, he's obsessed. So the whole shirt thing, no joke, when I called him on the way here, he called me. He's like, oh, thank you so much. I left the shirt I wore last night on his pillow. Yeah. I mean, I know that probably sounds really weird to people, but like
No, I feel like
Sean
you either
and
get
I,
it or you don't.
it's not like this toxic codependency. It's he's my person and I sniff him.
Yeah.
And we are one and we sleep together. And so it's like when I'm not there, that's why I was checking on you when Joey traveled. It's different. And I personally can't sleep alone. I think that's a codependency problem I have from childhood for sure. But no, I left my shirt for him and like he can like fact check that.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Verified.
Yeah, verified. So we are Athina and Jackie After Dark and now we're doing Never Have I Ever.
Okay. I feel like Never Have I Ever is like one of the most classic like sleepover or like
oh yeah and this is juicy time. This is like after dark with our sisters listening, so let's do this.
Okay. Never have I ever been skinny dipping.
Do we have to drink every time or is it just like
I was just taking a sip, but we can.
Right. I have been skinny dipping.
Really?
Yes, and I did it last year.
What? Where? Wait. Where?
I told you this. I think it was during my whole crisis last year.
What? Where? In what ocean? The Gulf?
No. I was at Marty's house.
Of course.
And she's like low key, like the queen of skinny dipping and like does it with like all her like favorite people. And when Marty asks you to skinny dip, you skinny dip.
So I actually have not been skinny dipping, but it is on my bucket list. I really, really want to go skinny dipping like in the ocean.
Should we do it in Greece?
Yeah, like that's what I have this like vision of like it's like dusk. Like the sun's not down.
So I did it basically, you know what's so funny about my skinny dipping experience is we ordered food to go and my husband
Sean went too?
Walks up with the food and we're in the pool naked.
Oh, it was in the pool.
Yeah, we didn't go in the water.
Oh.
But she does it everywhere. It's like her thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. I would totally do it.
It's very liberating, but when I did it, I was not in a good headspace and I also was not the healthiest version of myself. So I was super insecure about like my body being free and like flapping in the water. But like honestly, I think that maybe we should do it in Greece.
I think we definitely should do it in Greece.
I know that your brother-in-law will be there and Joey, but like there's got to be a classy way that we can like, even if we like take our stuff off in the water and really just enjoy. Like,
I agree. I feel like we should definitely do it. Like I'm imagining like a cave or something. Yeah.
Like liberated.
That could be a vibe.
All right.
Okay. Never have I ever kissed my best friend.
I mean, Sean's my best friend.
Yeah.
So.
I have.
Have you kissed a girl?
No.
All right.
I haven't.
I have.
I feel like it's definitely almost gotten to that point if I've gotten drunk. But I haven't.
I have zero attraction as far as like I'm not like bisexual or anything. Obviously, I have 4 kids and I'm married, but
you never know some people.
Well, actually, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't say that, but no. So I'm 100% into men as far as that goes. But I will say this: a woman naked and a woman's body to me is one of the most beautiful things in the world. And if there was, I mean, it's after dark, so I can say this, right? If there was like a guy standing here, like hard body, like hard on, and then a woman standing there, like hard nipples, like naked, I just feel like the way that the Lord made us is like, it's just the curves and the boobs and like, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Women are beautiful. And I feel like men naked is just.
Think of the statues that we'll see in Greece with our men. When I see them standing there with their like bush and their long hair and then I see like the curvy woman laying sideways, it's so beautiful.
I know.
All day long.
I totally agree.
But I've kissed my best friend, my husband, but I have kissed a girl before, like when I was young at a party.
How was that experience?
I mean, nothing
memorable.
No.
Yeah, I haven't kissed a girl, but I feel like it's a very common thing that happens when you're drunk. But I mean, me and Joey kissed before I guess we started dating as best friends, so I guess that counts. And then
it all started from there.
That was
the beginning.
Never have I ever gotten into a physical fight.
I have
not. I know you have. That's why I had to include this.
I've been in a lot of fights. Like, okay, so let me preface this by I was born in 1987. I'm 36 years old. There was no social media. There was no going live on Facebook. So that's why when I said on the last episode, if there was social media during the time that I like grew up, like I would be in jail. Literally.
You think?
100. Our dad would be in jail too. Because listen,
I need like an explanation.
There was
to
a
this.
certain level of freedom that happened that you couldn't, like right now, when me and you go to dinner and something goes down, I have the power to go live right now on Facebook. I can't do it on Instagram because I'm in jail because of like haters. But like my point is the way that our iPhones are like literally an actual computer now, I will run all of my businesses from my phones. That didn't exist.
Right.
So when anything happens, you have video evidence from a lawyer standpoint and a lawsuit.
So you're saying like
I was on the side of Route 10 and I pulled a bitch out of her car for kissing my boyfriend at a red light. I saw her sitting there. I opened up my Honda Civic.
He was in there too?
No, but I knew she did this. And so I caught her at the light. I got the fuck out of my car. And if you're listening, hi. And I got out.
Do you know her name?
I'm not going to say her name.
Okay.
No, that would be dumb.
Does she follow you on Instagram?
I don't know.
Okay.
She could. I mean, I was like, it was not a Sean thing. It was like in between Sean and me and Sean getting back together. It was after. I was not stable. I pulled her out of the car by her hair and beat the shit out of her.
As you should.
But my point in saying this, if I did that right now, obviously I'm a grown mom and I'm not going to do that. I mean, I don't don't push me because I will go to jail.
Wait, pause. Have you seen that video where it's like, oh yeah, I think you did see it because you posted it.
I would never like kill.
Would you kill for your child?
Yeah, let's talk about that after this because that fucking pisses me off too. I'll die on that fucking like, campaign, not video games. Okay, so listen to this now. So I pull her out of the car. I want you to put this into 2024. You're 17 and you're a spicy Greek girl that lives in North Jersey, and you found out this hoe kissed your boyfriend. You stop at the light. You're like, I'm gonna fucking kick her ass.
Right.
You go around to the car. You pull her out. You start fighting her. There's videos. Everybody. There's a camera on the light. There's people in the car. Like, oh my gosh, look what Jackie's doing. I'm in jail. I did it. I got back in my car, and then like everyone in the towns talked about it, but it never like
nothing happened from
it. There was never
that.
like, that's what I mean.
Got it.
Which, by the way, I also would like to say that I don't think violence is the answer, but sometimes it is the answer. And I have always been a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I have that in me.
If I was in that type of situation, we have something in us that like you can't reason with words. Like once you reach that point, it's like there's no turning back. So, and
it's a very, very scary, like, because I'm so self-aware, that part of me is not there. It's like lying dormant, but at any time
she could come out.
But I can't. I have children, I have businesses, like it's not, but absolutely. That's why when I watch like the Housewives of New Jersey and like Teresa like flips the table, like I understand. I really get, because it's passion and it's zeal, and I understand that's not acceptable. But at the same time, when I grew up, and I'm not a boomer, but when I grew up, fights happened all the time. Nowadays, you can't even like, everybody gets a trophy.
Right.
So like, you got your ass kicked.
Yeah.
If you talked shit in high school to a senior, your ass was beat.
Yeah.
No joke.
No, I believe you. Right.
When the 80s, 90s kids, when we grew up, like our parents didn't care about organic. We literally played until the lights came on.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you know what I'm saying? It was just like a different time. I don't know.
No, it was. I mean, the world was like,
I sound like such a freaking old person right now saying this to you. Like it was a different time. But like it was. And like also though, it's like the information age where like you can actually like check and see that there's a pedophile next door. So you're like, okay, Sally, you can't play next door.
Right.
Whereas like when I grew up, there was no information. So like you were playing probably with pedophiles. Literally.
And that's why you are the way you are.
Literally.
Some spice, some character.
But no, I have been in fights. Let's go to the thing that you said, which I don't know if you'll keep it in or we'll add it to. That damn TikTok where it's like,
Yeah, so it's basically a TikTok, or no, it's not a TikTok. It's a
interview.
It's an interview. I don't remember if it
what
was.
What a dumb interview. Like, what is this? What was the purpose of it?
No, so it's a channel that does those types of interviews where they ask a group of people that are all the same. So it'll be like,
come ask me.
So it'll be like
come ask my friends.
It'll be like we're interviewing a group of blank, whatever, and they'll ask them questions, and just the style of their videos is that they do those back-to-back questions.
Okay, I get it now.
Right. So I don't remember if it was cut or what the name of the channel was, but they basically did a video being like, would you kill for your child? And, you know, they had 100 mothers, and, you know, there was some that without hesitation, absolutely, I would do whatever is necessary. Then you have the some that's like, oh, I do it as long as it's legal bullshit. And then it was like, what? Kill? I would never kill. And I don't know, like, I guess because I'm such a passionate person and like we're such passionate people.
I wouldn't just kill for my kids. I would kill for a lot more than my kids. There's a lot of other situations and people that I will kill for you right now.
No, I know.
Right here.
Hearing that, I was like genuinely
Are you dead? Do you have a pulse, a spine,
I know.
And then you'll have like the Christians that are like, well, who are you to take a life? And I'm like,
I mean, if the situation is a life between my child or someone else, like what kind of question
I think that God, which I might get canceled for this, but we have to protect ourselves. And as Christians, we're not doormats.
Obviously, I don't have kids, but I mean, I can't imagine looking at my child and then someone asking me, would you kill for them?
I think that they're trying to be politically correct. And these are the moms that know it's an interview that's publicized and they're afraid of getting hate. And you have to like own who you are. And I have a whole army of women that will all like, they obviously must have, if they come interview like Real Raising Cubs friends, like we would all be like, we will slowly kill for our children. Right. Slow, with a butter knife. Never have I ever shit on a plane. Unfortunately, I just had to do that. Have you?
I don't think I've shit on a plane before. Obviously yours was not.
It was not planned. No, guys, I had a diarrhea problem. It was bad. I don't know. It was like a virus.
Can we talk about shitting ourselves really quick? Because I have been in so many situations, fortunately not on a plane, but like, can we just talk about like the entire situation of shitting yourself and like
your stomach starts to hurt.
On top of the fact that you are uncontrollably releasing substances from your body, you also have anxiety because it normally always happens when you have to be somewhere or be doing something. Like last week, like I was shitting myself like 4.5 minutes before I had to leave for work. And I was like, I'm going to cancel this client. Like I can't. And like I didn't cancel. I made it to work. But it's like the worst feeling because you
can't cut it off.
Right.
Like it's flowing.
You're on the toilet trying to like control your body movement,
function
and
that
then
you're
like, I have no control over anything.
I feel like there needs to be on a doctor's note for like these kids in school and like for work, like you should have a shit yourself excuse. Because we can't control our ass. That is wrong. Think about also talk about the anxiety connected to that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just a physical movement that you.
All right, guys, listen. I flew to Texas last week, and since it's after dark, I can tell you this. Out of nowhere, I don't have like bowel problems. I'm a gut health coach. Okay. So if it's not solid and floating, you got to fix your gut. So it wasn't coffee. It wasn't like something I ate. All of a sudden, I'm on like the connecting flight line, and the meme where the guy, it's like sweat is like beating off of his like eyebrows and down his face and down his neck. Like low key, that was me. And I had to, the only thing that saved me from shitting my pants, my skort, was the cold plunge discipline. Because I was about to shit my pants in line. This is going to cancel me again. All the people that hate me.
I think you need to tell the story.
The whole story?
Like, just a synopsis.
Okay. Like, the night before or just the day?
The day.
So, Sean and I are flying from South Florida to Texas. Beautiful anniversary trip with amazing people that we love. And we get on one flight. We have our Starbucks coffee. I have my sourdough bread, whatever, in the morning. And life is good. I get off the airplane and the next gate is our connecting flight, and it's like we had to get in line right away. So there was no like, oh, go to the store, grab the kids a little gift from wherever we are. There was no time for that. So I get in the line and I pull up with Sean. And I also would like to tell you guys that my husband, his OCD is like out of control when we travel. Like he wants to be the first one on the plane, which my very smart 13-year-old homeschool kid's like, if you have a seat, why would you get first on the plane? Go on last so you're not on the plane longer. I'm like, no, well, that makes more sense to me. Sean is like first one on. He needs to get his luggage on. He needs to...
The thought of traveling with Sean gives me anxiety to think about.
It gives me... Maybe that's why I shit myself. So,
Sean
I mean, we've had arguments like on not recently, but like 3-4 years ago. Like there's been times where he is so rude about getting on the plane first. And I'm like he will literally run over someone in a wheelchair to get on the plane. I'm so sorry, Sean. I'm telling the truth. Like, and I'm like, did you just like elbow that like that baby in the head before it can get on the plane? Like, we've had arguments. Yeah. Anyway, so we're trying. He's gotten better, but so we're first in line. And I'm standing there, and Sean was like...
Wait, pause. So you're telling me, like, when they announce, like, okay, flight A,
like military and people who have
is boarding, military, first responders, credit card holders line up. He's up there.
He's the first one. He's in front
Even if he's not any of those categories.
Oh, he just plays the card, whatever it may be. He'll stick me in a wheelchair if he had to. But he hasn't, but he cuts the line. Yeah.
And they let him through. Mm-hmm. Okay, continue.
So we're waiting in the line, and all of a sudden, guys, I have to shit. I don't just have to shit. It's not, I can tell, I'm very aware of my body. This is not going to be a floater. This is going to be a situation where you need to like grip something.
The handlebars.
Like we are going to...
You need the handicapped stall.
This is going to be disgusting. This is going to be mortifying. This is going to be loud. It's going to be liquidy. It's going to be liquidy. And I'm like, this is not happening. This is not happening. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm trying to be cute. He comes up to me in the front row of the line to get on the plane, and he's like trying to be cute and flirty. It's our anniversary, 14 years married. And I'm like, don't touch me. And he got like butthurt because I was like not affectionate. And I'm like, so for some reason, I immediately felt like if I acknowledged the fact that I had a shit, that it was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I put myself in a mindset of like, you've got this. You are not going to shit your pants. And I started like literally saying a mantra in my head. Like, you have control over your body. You are not going to poop, whatever. Beads of sweat. My entire body was having like a hot flash. Like I was like in menopause, or I had like the flu in line. And I'm looking around all these people. They're all like nice, oblivious. I'm thinking to myself, you're about
you're
about to see diarrhea drip down my leg. Like, you poor people. Like, it's gonna... It got so bad. Listen to me. Another thing about Sean is he won't allow me to check a bag.
Are you checking a bag in Greece?
Yeah.
He's gonna have a conniption.
He's not okay.
No.
So I have a carry-on bag. And in this moment that I'm thinking about the diarrhea, I am like, do I have a change of clothes in my bag? And I did, because I couldn't check my bag. So at this point, I look at Sean and I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? And he's like, we're about to get on. No, absolutely. Like, you know, there goes Sean, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. And it felt like time. I think it was probably 3 minutes, but it felt like it was an hour.
Wait, and I just want to give my perspective, right? So I'm at home
with my kids.
I'm at home with the boys, whatever we were doing, I don't even know. And I'm getting messages saying like, Athena,
I'm gonna shit myself
on plane. Just shit myself.
Because you got the aftermath. Because I couldn't. If I acknowledged that I was gonna shit myself, I would have shit myself. So I didn't text you while it was happening.
No,
like
I was getting.
It took all of my emotional and mental like discipline and capacity to not shit myself. So basically, guys, the story goes: I get on the plane, I hand Sean my bag. As mortifying as this is to say publicly, we were still on the ground, and I was in that disgusting airplane bathroom. probably for 25
And you
minutes.
know those bathrooms are just like, as soon as you walk into them, like...
I already want to die that I'm in here, but then I couldn't control myself. And I was just like, thank you, God. Thank you, mind. I was able to like...
You guys, we don't mental discipline to, you know, have good morning routines.
No,
or,
it's so you can hold your
so
ass.
You can, it's so you cannot shart yourself.
It
on
worked.
On a public...
It worked. I told myself, you...
Mind over matter, baby.
You will not shit your skort right now, Jackie Remfer. You are going to hold the line. And I did. Until I got on the plane.
And then she blew up the bathroom
Twice.
for 25 minutes.
Maybe 3 times. It was mortifying.
That is, you know...
What the frick, man?
I think, like... One thing I really want to bring awareness to on this podcast is like...
It's like your ass matters.
It's
like what?
It's like, no, like, let's be not necessarily open about it, but like, let's be real. Like, shit happens. Like, wrong choice of words, right? Wrong choice of words.
Shit actually happened.
Things happen, okay? You eat something not well, you have travel anxiety, whatever it is that sends
I don't think it was anxiety. It was a whole situation.
whatever, you have a virus.
Maybe
whatever,
it was. Maybe
you
it
have
was.
coronavirus.
Maybe, Sean, it's your fault and I blame you.
Whatever it is, right? Because this is like a normal part. I think we need to address this. Like, seriously, it's a serious
So you want to
thing.
normalize shitting yourself?
Not shitting yourself, but I want to
Having to shit?
I want to normalize like taking some time for yourself to like get your like bowels in check, okay? Like,
Wait, hold on. Never have I ever. But that doesn't mean never have I, right? I have to tell you after if I have.
what?
Okay. When you say never have I ever, it doesn't mean that I never have I ever. I'm asking you the question, then we both
Well,
answer.
technically, when you play it, you're supposed to say something that you've never done, and then if the other people,
Well, I have ever shit in front of my husband.
oh, okay, let's talk about this now.
because we're on the
Let's
shit
go
subject.
into this
Let's,
now
like,
because
address this problem.
this is a very, very interesting topic to me. Okay, and I've met couples. Okay, and I've met people that
It's getting
are
juicy,
very-
guys. We're like a bottle of wine deep.
I'm very, very uncomfortable with farting or shitting in front of their partner, and I will be the first to say, and you'll be the first and a half to say that I have no effing shame. Okay, look, I'm a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
I can get done up real freaking nice. Okay, I'll put my heels on. I'll do my hair. I'll do my makeup. I'll spray some Valentino on me. Okay, I can get myself looking real good. I promise you.
We know that.
But if I have to shit, like, I'm gonna fucking shit. Like, I'm not gonna hold it in.
Wait. If you have to fart, like, do you remember like the first time you farted in front of Joey? Was he mortified?
No. Like, it just, like, no.
I don't like try.
Do you remember the first time you remember?
No,
I
because
you asked it as if I should remember.
No, I'm just saying, like, what is the, like, I understand trying to be a certain way, and like, I want to be like, we take pride in who we are.
Yeah, like,
and like, we take pride in how we look, and I want to be a beautiful feminine like flower for my man, but like, it comes out.
It comes out, yeah.
It comes out, and it's like a natural body function. I'm not gonna like go to dinner and like it out, but like
the way our father does.
yeah, but like if you're like with like your man and you're living together, it's like the fact, like, yeah, like, let's go here. She's 78, okay,
This is our grandmother, by the way.
that we love. I love you. Yeah, you're my favorite person.
She's not listening to this.
Maybe we'll send
You
her.
think?
We'll send her this clip. Our grandmother, who's 78, who literally, like, I've seen her like when I was young. I was in the bathroom with her, whatever. She is mortified if you ever hear her Kalani.
Oh my gosh, that word brought up some nostalgia in me.
Like I think in 36 years I've heard Yaya fart like twice.
I will say, like, lately meaning like the past year before I moved here.
She can't control it.
Yes, it slips out a lot.
Okay, well, that's normal from getting older.
Right.
She needs to do some Kegels and walk, but that's another Pilates, whatever. But like, no.
No, yeah.
But before that.
No, but she's still, like, she'll pretend it didn't happen, though. Like,
just own it.
You'll be like, I'll sleep in bed with her one night or whatever, and, like, it'll come out, and I'll, like, tap her. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah.
But the thing is you only tap her because of how she is about farting.
Right.
Because if I farted, you'd be like,
whatever.
You would roll over.
Look, I think that I agree with you. Like, there is a level of...
Like, I'm not going to fart in lingerie before my husband, like, picks me up and, like, does the damn thing. Like, if I can control it.
Right.
But, like, I also, in my defense, too, he has literally seen my intestines on a operating table when I had C-sections. And then also, I didn't shit myself when I, like, gave birth to Yanni. But, like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah. You didn't shit yourself.
I did not shit myself. I'm very proud.
It's a very common thing that happens.
You can't eat and, like, have a full belly when you're going to have a baby.
Oh, is that why it happens?
Yeah. A lot of women, if your water breaks, like, naturally, which is what you want, which mine, I went into labor naturally. But I was in labor for like 3 days at home, unfortunately. And then at 9, I say unfortunately, I wish I had my baby at home. But at 9 centimeters, I went to the freaking hospital.
You can live through me.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Home birth, oils, videotaping, all of it. It's going to be the mama roar. Oh, I can't wait. You're going to be like a lioness.
I'm so excited.
Okay, not to get like sidetracked, but no. So I went to the hospital at 9 centimeters and I pushed him out, had a natural birth, whatever. But I did not shit myself because when I was in labor for all those days, I was in so much pain I couldn't eat.
So you didn't eat for like 3 days, and then you went in.
Yeah, like you.
Because I do. These women that see those videos of women like.
But you get induced, and then you're eating
Chick-fil-A.
like Chick-fil-A in the hospital. Like, baby's coming. Like, yeah, you're gonna shit your ass. Like we're talking about shitting ourselves. Like, you have no control of like. Then
you're pushing.
Then you get an epidural, and you're numb, so you don't know what the fuck's going on down there. If you got that, and then on top of that, you're sitting like this, pushing.
No. Let me tell you, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid to give birth, like, at all.
The needle?
Needles don't really freak
No,
me.
I didn't know if you were going to bring up the needle.
No. I'm not afraid to give birth, like, of the pain or whatever. I don't want to shit myself. And I don't want to tear. Those are my two.
Oh my gosh.
Those are my two, like, if, like, I know, like, it's painful, like, you're pushing a
Here's the thing.
7-8 pound baby.
I don't
want to shit myself. I don't want to tear, like.
Have your baby in the water. You will not tear.
That's the plan. For the baby that doesn't exist.
She's coming. He's coming. It's fine.
To be determined.
Yeah. But no, I am going to 100% heal my birth trauma story through you. And
Good. That'll be really beautiful. We'll do a podcast episode about it. And I
to cut you off. I have no regrets in life. Like, zero. Like, I've done a lot of things that, you know, I should probably regret. I can't believe when I had Yanni 13 years ago that, like, the home birth thing, like, it was not on my radar. I did not have a tribe around me of women that's like, you're like letting us know how powerful our bodies are, that our ancestors have done this for thousands of years. I literally labored at home until 9 centimeters and then went to stupid fucking hospital to have my baby, which could be a podcast episode. And I know so many people that would love to talk on this. Our bodies were made for this. And, like, I don't know if you've seen, there is an audio trending that talks about how, like, our bodies don't know how to have a baby, and, like, it's the most dangerous time of your life when you're like my only regret in life as a 36-year-old woman is I did not have a home birth. If I could go back and had that power, I would have had all 4 babies at home, and I would have more than 4.
Yeah.
It's one of the most, like, having a natural birth in the hospital was amazing, and I'm so grateful to God for it. But it's after with the C-section with Marco's big head and, like, just all of that, which maybe I would have tore. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way you can't go back and
all I care about is a healthy baby here.
Yeah.
Same thing with breastfeeding and not breastfeeding and all this. It's like, you just want your baby healthy, thriving, whatever.
Yeah, what's best for them.
We're not joining those camps.
No.
But no, like, your body is going to, like, with Joey, make a beautiful soul baby, and it's going to make the perfect experience. Like, God made us for this. And so, like, that whole thing, like, I'll start crying right now.
You are.
No, I will.
Up. No, I
have so many friends that have had these 10, 12 pound babies in their bathtub. And I'm like, it's not a jealous thing.
You're happy for them, and like, you wish you were able to have that experience. And I get that. And that's valid. Like,
I feel like I was robbed.
Yeah.
And
you feel like you were gypped.
I realized that I
don't think that word is allowed to be said anymore, but
I 100% like know that, like, people will say, oh, well, you have 4 healthy kids. Like, no, I totally get that. But I was in a bathtub,
those
laboring,
2 things exist.
and I didn't even know you could do that. So there's a problem with our medical system that, like, now it's way more like after COVID, I feel like the home birth thing came, like, same with homeschool, kind of had like a revival, and I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even on the effing radar.
I know.
Like, I was there putting like Greek gypsy things on me when I was laboring with Yanni, and the second I got to time for labor, I went to the damn hospital.
Yeah.
What? My body could have pulled him out right there.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we're told, and it's what we're conditioned. And if I didn't have you, or if I didn't have other people that I knew through social media or whatever that I followed, like, knowing that was even an option, like, I wouldn't. You have to understand, like, the spaces we're in, the spaces you're in, that's a norm.
It's a norm
for most people. Like, even if I told, like, my friends or whoever, like, oh yeah, like, I want to give birth, they'd be like, what?
Yeah.
And not in like a judgy way, but it's not even on the radar of most people.
No, I don't think it's a judgy way, and I wouldn't have judged
people. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't
like,
even, it's not even an option, so like a box to check.
You can't blame yourself that you didn't think of that. Like, you're not taught that. You like, as a kid.
But we need to change that as women. I want to really, like, I know I'm definitely in that space, and I have that influence, but again, it's normalized in my social sphere or whatever. But on social media especially, like, I feel like, Athena, you are going to change so many lives through your home birth that hasn't happened yet, because I'm going to make that shit go viral.
Yeah.
Not you shitting yourself, but
not me shitting myself.
You giving birth. And I know someone that she literally goes live on Instagram when she does her home birth in a very classy way, because she's like, we need to normalize this.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not going to say her name on this, but like, I'm like, you're a badass.
Yeah.
And she loves Jesus, and she's not like putting her vagina on there, but she's like, we need to normalize, like, you need to know that your body is made for this, and that you can do this. And like, her babies are all around watching. Like, that is what, like, the fucking cycle breaking takes. I know it's like a big, like, example, but like, it's changing what society, what the news, what fucking social media is normalizing. Oh, you're 39 weeks induction. Like, no, actually, my body's going to have this baby when it's supposed to. I know that there are situations where people need to, like, it's about, we just want the baby healthy. I get it. But normally, like, you're first of all.
But also, it's not just about, it's also not just about the baby. It's also about you. And like, yes, of course, everyone wants a healthy, happy, beautiful baby. But also too, like, there's a lot of a lot of mental and physical risks that you're taking going and giving birth
in a hospital and getting induced.
That I think a lot of people don't talk about. And I know people personally that have dealt with those things, and it's a lot. And of course we want a happy, healthy baby, but it's also a lot as a mother. Like, as a woman, you not only carry this baby, but now you're having to give birth and like go through that.
Yeah.
And like, you also have to do what's best for you and your baby.
Yeah. And we need to normalize, like, the tribe behind the women, like, being like, oh no, you can actually do that, you know?
Yeah.
This podcast episode has been everywhere tonight.
And I'm here for it, though.
No, I love it. I feel like it's going to go absolutely viral.
Okay, well, let's go eat some burgers.
All right. We love you guys. Thank you for coming to Jackie and Athena After Dark, or Athena and Jackie After Dark. I don't know which one it is. We don't care.
Because it's our podcast.
We talked about shitting ourselves. We talked about kissing our girlfriends, and yeah, so
all the things.
We'll see if we get canceled for it, like the video gaming episode. But I'll die on a hill for like having a baby at home and killing for your kids.
In like a few years, we'll have a podcast episode about that.
Clearly.
Don't worry. But we love you guys so much. And I'm sure we'll have a few more of these episodes soon. Let us know what you guys think of these. I think we really love doing them. And I think it's a great way to like just be us.
Keep it real. Let you see the dynamic of us.
Let the conversations flow. Sometimes it's like, obviously we try to stick to doing topics, but it's sometimes like our brains just are scattered all over the place. And like, we love just being able to talk and have you guys literally sit here, listen to how we would normally talk.
Yeah.
So,
and you can sit with us, and we can't wait to one day meet you guys and hug you in real life. But this is like where we definitely want to mix us in of the After Dark, real and raw. Jackie and Athena get to know us. And so thank you for listening. And
we love you guys so much.
We'll see you next week. Leave us a review, and we're going to go eat burgers.
Love you guys.
And sneak in wine. So
bye.
Bye.